Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to listen a story of the city mouse and the country mouse. So let's see what's in the story. Okay, so one fine day a country mouse wrote a letter to his cousin who lived in the city. In this letter he described some pleasing aspects of the country life, thinking that it would be best if his cousin could learn about country life for himself. He invited him to spend a few days at his house. So the country mouse invited his cousin, who lived in a city, at his house to spend few days. The country mouse gladly accepted this invitation. One sunny spring morning, he packed his suitcase and started off for his cousin's house, which was inside an old tree trunk deep in the woods. "What a tiny house!" he said when he saw it. I could not even fit half of my belongings in here." The country mouse said, "The truth is that I don't need to keep many things in my house." The country mouse said, "When I need food, water, or anything else, it's always nearby." So the country mouse took his cousin for a walk and showed him where he could find roots, grains, corns, acorns, and hazelnuts. So you see, this is country mouse. This is a country mouse, and before it was the city mouse, and acorns and hazelnuts. Along the way, he introduced him to his friend, a mole, who could barely lift his eyes from the ground because the light bothered him. So the first friend has told is the mole, who could barely lift his eyes from the ground due to the sunlight. And that next is a cricket who was practicing for evening concert, a frog who was lying lazily in the sun at the edge of the lagoon. So this the cricket I circled, something is circled on the screen was the cricket with the roots and we were where a frog who was lying lazily in the sun at the edge of the lagoon with the roots, grains of barley, and hazelnuts. They gathered during the walk. The country mouse prepared hearty meal. So, but when they sat down this humble and rustly table, the city mouse could not express his disapproval. "What a terrible food you eat! Doesn't it upset your stomach? When you come to the city, you'll see what a difference life I lead. And if you wish, you may stay and live with me. There's plenty of room." A month later, the country mouse set off for the city. He had never been in the city before, so he extremely surprised to find so many people, so much hustle and bustle, so much noise. It took nearly an hour, not half an hour, to find his cousin's house. So the mouse was left for his brother's home, that is cousin's home in the city. You can see here what's happening nearby. Then, which was at the end at a long tree lined avenue. His cousin's house was at a long tree lined avenue, but compared to the tree he was accustomed to seeing in the country, these seems rather sad. "Oh, what a big house you have," said the country mouse, struggling to climb the stairs. So, what the country mouse said is, "What a big house you have." While he was struggling to climb a stair. So let's see the pic. So this in this picture you can see the country mouse is struggling to climb a chair, and he has come to the city mouse home. Okay, so you see this is the stair, and you can also see over here how big stair is it, and this country mouse is struggling. I shown you before, this is city mouse and this is the country mouse which I circled earlier. So then uh he asked us, "Is this all yours?" "Of course not," explained the city mouse. "I lived in a pantry, the best room in this house." The city mouse took his cousin to the pantry and showed him all the food that he collected there: jars of flour, sugar, marmalade, cheese, pastries, cookies, dried figs, dates. And he said that, "I have never seen so much good food in one place in all my life. So it's like fruits, then jams, water, and bread. He has butter, jams, cheese, and cookies. So remarked the country mouse. What he remarked is, I have never seen so much good food in one place in my life. And with a deep sigh, he said that. The country mouse proceeded to prepare the most exhaustive blanket imagined for his cousin. The feast was set on an embroidered and served in a beautiful proclaimed dishes. You can see this is the embroidered table and beautiful dishes the food is served. But suddenly, when two mice were about to start eating, they heard a loud noise on the other side of the pantry door. The country mouse said, "Hurry, hide, the maid is coming!" yelled the country mouse. "Who's coming?" asked the country mouse, as he was the first time to come to the country and he had never been to the country before, and he did not know what is a maid. You all know maid is a servant, or you can say a housekeeper. So he asked, "Who's coming?" asked the country mouse as he scrambled to follow his cousin to the hiding place. When all was quiet and the mice had calmed down, they returned to the table, but they had hardly finished their appetizers when they heard another loud noise. "Hide! It's the lady of the house." Once again, they were forced to hurry to their hiding place. So, what the city mouse said is, "Hide! The lady of the house is coming." So he said, "Hide! The lady of the house is coming." As they both heard the loud noise of the lady again. So, what they heard was a loud noise, the lady of the house. So they were again forced to the hiding place for hiding. For hiding. So once the coast were clear, they returned to the table to taste a sample of a delicious fig pie. To taste a sample of a delicious fig pie. But not even 5 minutes has passed when the city mouse began to yell again. Quite alarming. Quite alarming. So they were here to taste a sample of a fig pie. And then once again the same thing happened. But for what they were here? To taste a fig pie. Then again the country mouse said, "Hurry, quick, the cat is coming." "Hurry, quick, the cat is coming," said the city mouse to the country mouse. And for the third time, they had to run for safety. So you can see in the image, this cat has come to eat these two guys, but they didn't knew that but we don't know if she was here to eat or she was in the another room for other work. So again, quick, hide, the cat is coming, and for the third time, they had to run to safety. Finally, the city mouse asked the cousin to sit down at the table. So finally, he asked the country mouse. The city mouse asked the country mouse to sit on the table to have the food. But then, no. But then, what the country mouse said, let's hear. Finally, this country mouse said was, "See, um, no, thank you," said the country mouse. "This not in the stomach. This not in my stomach." So let's see. He's acting here. See in this image, he's put his hands on the stomach and saying that this knot in my stomach has caused me lose my appetite completely. "It's just a question of getting used to it," laughed the city mouse at first. "I had the same problem. In just 4 days, you'll come to accept this all as game. My dear cousin," what he said is, "My dear cousin, I leave this game for you to play. As for me, I am going back to the country. Even though my house is small, I don't have such exhausting food. At least I live in peace. Goodbye." So the country mouse went back to his tiny and humble house that very afternoon. singing the song for himself. So let's see what's the song. Eating is just no fun when you're always on the run. I prefer a simple bite in my tiny country house than the banquet filled with fright with my cousin the city mouse. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much. And let's recite the song again at the end of the story. You can also get it as a moral, but actually, this country story is about the two different lives, and we can't live in the same life.